Do you like eating ass? Well, this video is for you. Today we're going to be making pork bung. I have never made this or had this before, so let's get started and see how this turns out. First, wash your fucking hands, because I know they're dirty. Now that our hands are all washed, we're going to go ahead and grab a bowl and put it in the sink. Go ahead and open your pork bung up and throw it in the bowl. Alright, so we are going to wash these very thoroughly. So, just go ahead, make sure you get these outside washed. And we are also going to need to make sure the inside is nice and washed as well. Don't be scared, just get in there. Get in that ass. Get in that rectum and make sure it's nice and clean. Just like you're douching for a good night out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drain this water and we are going to wash them again. Make sure you just dump the water and then we're going to head and add fresh water, and we're going to do this multiple times. Alright, so now we're going to need to clean the insides, and we're just going to turn the water on and open this up and let the water run. And just keep doing this until you get it nice and clean. Go ahead and grab the other one. And you're just going to do this to all of them. Make sure you get it nice and gaped. And then run water. I'll squeeze that excess water out and just continue the process. When you're cleaning your pork rectum, make sure you gape it open. Get it nice and open and stretched out. You might be able to stick your finger in there. And then we're just going to unwrap it like this. And get it nice and clean. Run it through the water and just keep unfolding itself. And make sure you get this nice and clean inside. Don't be scared to put your fingers inside the rectum. You want to make sure this is nice and clean. And you can flip it over. And you can do it to the other side as well. Just stretch that hole open. See how it's nice and gaping, and then you just run water through it and you kind of push it inside out and get in there and rub it. Make sure it's nice and clean. Now we're going to go ahead and take 4 cups of water And we're going to pour 4 cups into a pan. Alright, so now we're going to want half a cup of vinegar, and we're going to pour that into the pot as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. There's half a cup of vinegar, and we're going to pour that into there. So next you're going to want to take 8 dried bay leaves, and we're going to throw that into our pot as well. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 bay leaves. We're going to go ahead and start to get this boiling. Alright, so next we're going to add 2 tablespoons of salt into the vinegar water mixture. Alright, so now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of salt into the vinegar water mixture. Alright, so we have 1 tablespoon, and then we'll go ahead and add another one. Next, we are going to add some black pepper. If you have a whole black peppercorn, add a few of those in there instead of doing this. I don't have any on hand, so just going to go ahead and add some black pepper in there. And then we're going to put some ginger in here as well. Alright, so I peeled some ginger, and I'm just going to throw that in there. And we are going to go ahead and stir this up. So we can get that salt and pepper mixed up. And now we're just going to bring this to a boil. Okay, so we have our vinegar water mixture to a boil. You're going to go ahead and add your pork rectum into the pot. And we are going to boil this for 1 hour. So I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes, and we'll come back and check on it, and then we'll boil it for another 30 minutes. Alright, so it's been a half hour, and this is how it's looking. We are going to go ahead and set the timer for another 30 minutes and let them cook for the full hour. Alright, it's been an hour, so we're going to go ahead and turn this off, and we are going to move the pot over. So we're going to go ahead and grab these. Using a tong would probably be easier, and we're going to go ahead and put these in a bowl. I have some paper towels in here to let the water drip off. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and take our pork rectum, and we're just going to take a knife and we're going to start slicing this. Alright, so we're going to grab a bowl. And we are going to go ahead and start tossing our rectum pork bung inside of the bowl. Now go wash your hands. Alright, so now into our bowl of pork rectums, 1 tablespoon of salt, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and lots of black pepper. And now we are going to mix this well and make sure everything is coated. Make sure you get all those seasonings all over your rectum, because nobody likes an unseasoned rectum. You've got to give that rectum some flavor. So just keep stirring, make sure you get it very nice and seasoned, and then we are going to cover this and sit it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. I've decided I'm going to add a tiny bit more cayenne pepper because I do like a good spice. This is optional. If you don't like it spicy, don't add more. I'm going to give this a nice mix, and then we're going to put a lid on this, and we are going to refrigerate it overnight. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Alright, it is the next day, and we are going to go ahead and start making a sauce. Now, I did look this up online, and it doesn't give me the exact measurements, and it also doesn't specify what kind of vinegar and what kind of oil to use, but we're just going to go ahead and use what I have. So for this, we're going to use some sugar, we're going to use some ketchup. You're supposed to use banana ketchup, but I do not have any. We're going to use some soy sauce. We have our oil, and we have some white vinegar. I am going to go ahead and add some crunchy garlic chili oil in there as well. So I'm just going to wing it, and we're going to add about that much ketchup. I'm going to go ahead and add some soy sauce. Add in some oil. We'll add in a splash of vinegar. And then we'll open up the sugar. And we'll put, let's do 2. And then next we'll just add in a couple spoonfuls of chili oil. There's 1. And there's 2. And we'll give this a mix, and we'll taste it and see how it tastes, and if we need to alter it anyway, we will. That actually tastes pretty good. I just taste tested it off of camera, and I do enjoy it. Alright, so I just grabbed the pork bung out of the refrigerator. We have our sauce over here, and you are going to need some skewers. Normally, you would grill this. I do not have a grill, so I'm going to go ahead and fry these on a pan. Alright, so I turned up the heat, and I grabbed a flat pan. It'll be easy to cook with the skewers, and we're going to go ahead and add some oil into our pan. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a paper plate. You can grab whatever you want, less dishes. And we are going to go ahead and grab a skewer. And we're just going to pick this up and push it through. And we'll go ahead and add a few more pieces. Alright, we are almost done. 1, 2, 3, and it works out perfectly, and I have one more piece. Or wait. No, I don't. So, this last one is going to have 5 on it. And we are good. Now go and wash your fucking hands. And this is what we're looking at. Honestly, the smells coming from this, it smells so good. Alright, so our pan is nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and start putting these on the pan. And we're just going to place them down. And then what we're going to do as these cook, we're going to go ahead and add our sauce. You might want to turn the pan down a little bit, or the heat down. You might want to turn the heat down just a tiny bit if it starts getting too hot. And we're going to let that sit and cook. And then we will flip it, and we'll add more sauce on the other side, and we will just continue to cook these until they are cooked all the way through. And then we'll place them on a plate over here, and we will continue to do this until you have all of your pork bung cooked. So we're just going to let these sit for a few minutes, and then we'll go ahead and flip them over. Alright, so we're just gonna flip these over. And we're gonna let them cook on this side. Add some more sauce. And we'll let them cook, and then we'll probably flip them over again. And you're just gonna keep rotating them until they are fully cooked. Alright, so I think while these are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and add some more to the other side. And we'll just cook them all at once if they all fit. Alright, so we have them all on the pan. So I'm going to continue to add sauce on this side. And then on this one as well, since I just added that one to that side. And just continue to let these cook. Alright guys, these are done. So we're going to go ahead and take them off and lay them over here. Alright, so we have a little bit of sauce left over, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in this little dipping bowl. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and try this out. Hopefully it's good. A little nervous. We're gonna go ahead and just try it without the sauce. I mean, there's already sauce on it from cooking it, but So this is very chewy. I kind of expected that. And I don't mind the chewiness. It does have some good flavor to it, actually. It's not bad at all. Would I make this again? Probably not. Mainly because it's a lot of work. Having to clean it for so long and then letting it soak overnight. I mean, you can let it sit for 4 hours in that seasoning, but it's preferred to sit overnight, so. I can't really describe the flavor. Like, obviously, it's a very, like, not rubbery, just chewy filling. And really, I just taste a lot of seasonings. I'm not getting, like, much flavor from the actual organ. I'm just getting, like, the cayenne pepper, the garlic, and it all works really well together. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some sauce on this. Yeah, that's actually really good. When you're eating this, add some extra sauce onto it because it's very, very good. I kind of feel like it needs a little, like, spice. Like, it'd be really good with some type of hot sauce or something. The only hot sauce I really have right now is sriracha, and I could add some on there, but I think it's pretty good just with the sauce by itself. You know what? Actually, I might actually make this again. I know I said I wouldn't, but I do like this. It's very flavorful. This is the best tasting ass I've ever ate, honestly. 10 out of 10 would eat this ass again. Now, I don't expect anyone to follow this recipe, but if you do make it, go ahead and write in the comments if you liked it or not. Yeah. But even if you don't make it, I hope you enjoyed me making it, like watching me make it and everything. More content coming soon, and subscribe and like and comment and share and all that good stuff. See you in the next video.